Tonight, before you close your eyes and drift into sleep, take a moment and truly listen. Not because something magical will suddenly happen in one night, but because the moments before sleep are more powerful than most people realize. Right now, your mind is becoming quiet. The noise of the day is slowly fading. The stress, the pressure, the endless thoughts that followed you from morning until now are beginning to slow down. And in these peaceful moments, something very special starts to happen. Most people think sleep is simply rest for the body. But what if these moments before sleep are also a doorway? A doorway where your mind becomes more open, more calm, and more ready to receive the thoughts you give it. Think about it. The last feelings you carry before sleep often become the first feelings you wake up with. The last words you repeat in your mind can quietly stay with you much longer than you realize. So tonight, instead of falling asleep with worry, fear, or thoughts about what is missing, allow yourself to pause. Because what you think and feel right now may be planting the seeds for the life you truly want to create. And this is where everything begins. As you slowly move closer to sleep, there is something important you need to remember. Your mind is always listening. Even when your body becomes tired and your eyes become heavy, a deeper part of you is still paying attention. Many people do not realize this. They think their thoughts end when sleep begins. But the truth is, the messages you repeat to yourself can continue long after your head touches the pillow. Think about the nights when you fell asleep feeling worried. Maybe you kept thinking about problems, stress, fear, or something that hurt you during the day, and then you woke up carrying that same feeling into the next morning. That is because the mind has a powerful way of holding onto what we repeatedly feed it. It listens to our emotions, our beliefs, and the stories we tell ourselves every day. Imagine doing the opposite. Imagine falling asleep with thoughts of peace, thoughts of hope, thoughts that remind you that life can change, that good things are possible, and that what you desire may already be finding its way to you. Little by little, your mind begins to accept what it hears most often. And tonight, you have the chance to give it something beautiful to hold on to while you sleep. Now here is something many people never talk about. Most people do not struggle to manifest because they are not good enough, unlucky, or doing something wrong. They struggle because their minds become filled with doubt without even realizing it. They ask for something with hope during the day, but later they spend hours worrying that it may never happen. They dream about a better life, but deep inside they keep repeating, "What if it doesn't work?" And over time, these quiet thoughts become stronger than their belief. Sometimes people become so focused on what is missing that they forget to notice what is already possible. They keep looking at the empty space instead of the opportunities that may already be moving toward them. They check for results every day. They become impatient. They force things. They wonder why nothing is changing. but fear and trust cannot grow together in the same place. Tonight, before sleep takes over, give yourself permission to stop carrying that pressure. You do not have to chase every answer tonight. You do not have to figure everything out before morning. Maybe the reason things feel heavy is because you have been holding on too tightly. And maybe, just maybe, what you truly want begins to move closer when you finally allow yourself to breathe, relax, and believe that life can still surprise you. And this brings us to something that can quietly change everything: letting go. For many people, letting go sounds like giving up. It sounds like forgetting the dream or stopping the desire. But that is not what letting go really means. Letting go means releasing fear. It means releasing the pressure to control every moment, every answer, and every step. It means trusting that not everything has to be solved tonight. Think about how often people go to sleep carrying the weight of tomorrow. They lie in bed thinking about problems they cannot fix at that moment. They replay old conversations. They worry about things that have not even happened yet. Their body is lying down, but their mind is still running. And without realizing it, they carry all of that heavy energy into sleep. Tonight can be different. Tonight, allow yourself to loosen your grip. You do not need to force life to move faster. You do not need to beg for answers. Sleep itself is an act of trust. Every night, you close your eyes and surrender control for a few hours. You trust that morning will come. So in the same way, trust that life is still working even when you cannot see every step. Relax your mind. Breathe deeply. Sometimes the moment you stop trying to control everything is the moment peace finally enters your heart. There is one thing that many people forget when they think about manifestation. They focus only on words. They repeat the same phrases again and again, hoping something will change. But words alone are not always enough. What truly gives power to your thoughts is the feeling behind them. Because your heart speaks a language that goes deeper than words. Think about it for a moment. You can say, "Good things are coming to me," but if deep inside you feel fear, doubt, or sadness, your attention stays connected to those emotions. That is why feelings matter. Feelings create energy. And before sleep, your feelings can become even more powerful because your mind is becoming calm and open. So tonight, do not just think about what you want. Feel it. Feel the peace of knowing that things can work out. Feel the joy of already receiving what your heart desires. Feel gratitude before the results even appear. Imagine how your heart would feel if everything suddenly started falling into place. You do not need every detail. You do not need perfect pictures in your mind. Just allow yourself to experience the feeling, because sometimes life begins to change the moment you stop feeling like a person who is waiting and start feeling like a person who is already receiving. Now let us talk about something very important: the message you are sending. Many people ask for one thing, but deep inside they send a completely different signal. They say they want love, but they keep expecting disappointment. They say they want success, but they constantly imagine failure. They say they want peace, but their mind stays focused on fear. Without realizing it, they begin sending mixed messages every day. Imagine trying to listen to a radio station while changing channels every few seconds. The sound becomes unclear. The signal becomes weak. In the same way, when your thoughts constantly move between hope and fear, trust and doubt, wanting and worrying, your mind becomes confused. And when your mind feels scattered, it becomes harder to stay connected to what you truly want. Tonight, before sleep, give yourself one simple gift: clarity. You do not need 10 wishes. You do not need to carry every problem into this moment. Just become still and ask yourself, what do I truly want to feel? Maybe it is peace. Maybe it is love. Maybe it is healing, abundance, or happiness. Hold that feeling gently in your heart. Allow your mind to rest on one clear intention tonight. Not with pressure, not with fear, just with calm trust. Because sometimes a quiet and peaceful heart sends the strongest message of all. Now think about the conversations you have every day, not only with other people, but with yourself. Because whether you notice it or not, there is always a voice inside your mind speaking throughout the day. Sometimes it says encouraging things, but many times, especially at night, it becomes filled with worry. It says things like, what if nothing changes? What if I am too late? What if things never work out? And slowly these thoughts become a habit. For many people, nighttime becomes the loudest moment for fear. The room becomes quiet, distractions disappear, and suddenly every worry starts speaking at once. Old memories return. Future problems appear in the mind. Doubt becomes stronger. And then people fall asleep carrying stress instead of peace. But tonight, you can choose something different. Tonight, listen carefully to the words you are giving yourself. If your mind says, nothing is changing, gently answer, good things can still happen. If fear says, you are not enough, remind yourself, I am growing every day. You do not have to fight your thoughts. You do not have to force them away. Just replace them with kinder words. Because your inner voice becomes a story you hear over and over again. And before sleep, that story matters more than you think. So tonight, speak to yourself with hope, with patience, and with love. Your mind is listening. Now let us talk about trust. Because one of the hardest things for people to do is believe in something before they can see it. Most people feel comfortable trusting only what is already in front of them. They trust the things they can touch, measure, and prove. But life does not always work that way. Some of the most important changes begin quietly, long before they become visible. Think about a seed placed into the ground. The moment it is planted, nothing seems different on the surface. Days pass, and it may look like nothing is happening. But underneath the soil, something is already moving. Roots are growing. Life is forming. Progress is happening even when nobody can see it. Sometimes your dreams work in the same way. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is changing. Just because answers have not arrived yet does not mean they are not on the way. Many people give up too soon because they mistake silence for failure. Tonight, before you sleep, release the need to see immediate proof. Let your heart rest. Trust that not every beautiful thing arrives instantly. Some things take time. Some things grow in silence. And maybe right now, while you are worried that nothing is changing, life is already arranging something better than you imagined. Trust the unseen. Trust the process. Trust that good things can still find their way to you. There is a powerful truth that many people miss. Manifestation is not only about asking for something, it is also about becoming the person who is ready to receive it. Because if you constantly tell yourself that you are not worthy, not ready, or not enough, you continue carrying the energy of lack. And when you live in lack, you keep feeling like what you want is far away. Take a moment and imagine the version of you who already has what you desire. Imagine the version of you who already feels loved, peaceful, successful, healthy, or happy. What would that person think? How would they speak to themselves? How would they walk through life? Would they spend every moment worried and afraid? Or would they carry a quiet sense of trust inside their heart? The truth is, you do not have to wait until everything changes before you begin feeling different. Sometimes change begins inside first. Sometimes life shifts when you slowly become the person you have been waiting to become. Tonight, before sleep takes you into rest, stop seeing yourself as someone who is missing something. See yourself as someone who is growing into something beautiful. You are not chasing your future. You are becoming it. Little by little, thought by thought, belief by belief, you are already moving closer to the life you dream about. And now, as this day comes to an end and sleep gently pulls you toward rest, remember this: you do not have to carry every worry into tomorrow. You do not need all the answers tonight. You do not need to force life, chase every result, or hold on to fear. Simply allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to trust. The seeds you plant in your mind tonight are more than you realize. As you close your eyes, choose peace over pressure. Choose faith over fear. Choose hope over doubt. Remind yourself that beautiful things can happen even when you cannot yet see them. Remind yourself that life is still moving, still changing, and still working in ways you may not understand right now. And most importantly, remember this: you are worthy of love, happiness, abundance, and every beautiful thing your heart desires. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are on your own journey, and step by step, day by day, you are becoming the person you are meant to be. Now take a deep breath, relax your mind, and let sleep carry these thoughts into your heart. And if this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video, comment below, share it with someone who may need to hear it, and subscribe for more peaceful and powerful messages. Sleep well, and trust that good things are already on their way to you.